Hey guys, I'm here with some measure of comfort to tell you that even if your papers are not straight and even if you are caught by ICE, you do not have to be deported home. Yes, you do not have to. So please sit still and listen to this story. This story was told to me by a friend of mine that was captured by ICE, So he's been through it, he has seen it all, and I called him. We were over the phone for about an hour and he told me how everything went by. And I'm here to tell you based on a life true story of how it went by. So do not panic, do not be in anxiety mode. Just listen and apply this also as well. So, first of all, let me clarify that if you are arrested by ICE, you do not have to be deported home. The people that you see that are being deported, they are probably the undocumented people. The people that you see that they put chains or whatever. I know it's been all over social media, people going back home in masses and stuff like that. Some of them are undocumented. Now, let's separate the two. Undocumented is different from when you have overstayed or your papers have, expired. Undocumented are those people that, they came in through the border, through one way or the other. There was no visa, like no visa. Either you came on the B1, B2 visa, either the F1 visa, F2, whatever. There was nothing. They just crossed the border from Mexico into America. And you would think that it's only the Hispanic people doing that. No, even our fellow brothers and sisters, our fellow Africans, they do that as well. They cross in. There is nothing at all whatsoever of visa. So those ones, when they are captured, yes, their deportation is much more easier because they are undocumented. But in your own case, you might have overstayed your visa or your student visa or whatever kind of stuff you came in with. So you are not undocumented. Okay, so point clear. So, according to the story my friend told me, this is someone that I know very well, that we ate together, sat together, we've been together many times. And he explained to me, according to his own story, when you are being captured by ICE, if you pay attention very well, you would not have to make a mistake. You will be taken to a detention center. In his own case, he was traveling to Ohio. He was traveling for pleasure. I think Ohio, yeah. He was traveling for pleasure and he was captured in the bus. It was right from the bus that they took him. So he went to the detention center. When you get to the detention center, they will give you forms to fill. And this is where you have to be careful. I'm telling you, you have to be careful. When they give you that form is, if you see me looking down, I wrote it down because I didn't want to forget that important point. Yeah, so that form is the notice of custody determination. And that form, there are two options there. You either acknowledge and request immigration judge, or you choose I do not request immigration judge. You have to be careful. So in his own case, of course, he chose acknowledge and request immigration judge. So in this way, you would appear before a judge. The reason I'm explaining is because we've seen a lot of things that makes people anxious that, oh, when they capture you, when they catch you, they're taking you back to wherever your country of origin is. No, that is not the case. It is not. And just let us know that even before Trump administration, there has been a lot of deportation. It's just that our president love to be loud, and that's why it looks like everything is really really loud right now. But it's during Biden, Obama, whatever president, there has always been all of these processes. Anyway, let's get back to what we're saying. If you choose acknowledge and request immigration judge, you're going to appear before a judge. It will not be immediately. It might take about 2 weeks. So you will remain in the detention center. That's where they're going to keep you, right? And once you appear before the judge is going to allow a lawyer to bail you out. So now do not be anxious because the bail money could be a lot. In my friend's case, his bail money was $17,000. Yeah. But even if you don't have that money, there are companies that do loan the bail fee out and then they make payment arrangement with you. So don't freak out at that point because yes, it's going to be a lot. Well, it might not be a lot. It depends on your situation. It depends. Are you single, married, have children? They look at your situation and your circumstances. Maybe if you're married and have children, maybe your bill could be like lower. Yeah, but anyways, you are going to appear, you're going to request for a lawyer. In my friend's case, my friend lives in Maryland, and where he was captured, he needs to get a lawyer from Maryland. The lawyer came, made an appearance, and got him out on bail. So now, when they release you on bail, they will start working with you. You can transfer your case from wherever state you were taken, transfer your case to your state where you live. You will need a lawyer. You will need to have a lawyer. So you will have to start appearing before the judge. They will give you dates to appear. And usually the dates are really like, it could take up to a year for your first appearance. And after your first appearance again, it might take up to 2 years. So it's more like they give you a chance to keep finding ways to redeem your papers, to adjust your status. They give you a lot of time. And between this time, what your main focus now is, how do you adjust your status? How do you want to proceed? Do you want to get married to a citizen? Whatever thing you want to do. So when you appear in your next court date, they look at your papers, they look at, what you have done. Remember that you have a lawyer. Your lawyer is pleading your case and saying, oh, my client is trying to do the right thing to adjust his or her status. So I want you to just be rest assured that this whole process, the only people that get deported, first of all, immediately, like I said, they are the people without any kind of papers. And then if you are not careful with your paper at the detention center, if you choose I do not request immigration lawyer, that means you're saying you want to fight your case. And if you want to fight your case, they give you a chance, to start saying the reason why you overstayed or anything. And a lot of time, they usually end up deporting people without a lawyer, because sometimes your story might start to be inconsistent. So I remember that my friend was telling me that he met a guy over there. The guy decided not to have a lawyer, and the guy has been there for about 6 months before my friend went to the detention center. And eventually, the guy lost the case and he was deported. Eventually, he was deported. So do not always think that, oh, you have a story, you have a point to prove. No. Just remember, if you are being captured, acknowledge and request an immigration judge. And from there, make sure you have a lawyer. Contact a lawyer to come get your bail. I'm trying to summarize everything again. Get a lawyer to come get your bail. And after that, you will need to start appearing for your case. But remember, the key thing is, it takes a while. They give you grace. They give you a number of years. In my friend's case, thank God the COVID hit as well. So he had about 4 years before he even appeared, because they keep moving the date. They keep moving the date. So it took up to about 4 years for him to appear. And within that 4 years, he was able to adjust his status. And today now, of course, he's a green card holder, enjoying himself here in America, even though he was captured by ICE. So I want this to be a measure of comfort that even if you are, please do not panic. You are not going to be deported right away. It takes years, through this process, except you do not request for a lawyer or you do not request for a judge. All right, so I just wanted to come here and offer some measures of comfort so that you know that you do have options and you do not have to go home right away. I've watched up to this point. Please do me well to subscribe, because all I want to bring to you is good news. I'm going to be teaching you in some subsequent videos how to file for your parents, your siblings. I'm going to be taking you through all of those things. And when I'm taking you through them, they are not coming from just paper. They are coming from what I have done or what somebody have done that has worked. I'm walking you through based on the experiences that we have gathered on these things. So please do well to subscribe, and I will see you again in my next video.